Hey, Jeremy Ryan Slate here, co-founder and CEO of Command Your Brand, and I want to talk about the PR strategy that no one is considering. Are you trying to figure out how to get your brand or your business into ChatGPT? Because you should be thinking about that. And here's the really interesting thing. Over the years, we've been featured on thousands of podcasts in numbers of different industry publications and top 10 lists, top 20 lists of podcast booking agencies, PR firms, and things like that. Now, here's what you want to consider when someone goes to ChatGPT and they ask the question, who's the top podcast booking firm? That's where we get a lot of sales appointments, and here's why. Because we're in all those articles and we're on all those podcasts. Because ChatGPT does a search, looks through all of these different PR placements, and actually is going to find you if you're supplying it with the things that it needs to find. So this is what you need to consider. If you're doing the correct PR, being mentioned in the correct places and being placed in the correct places, then you can be found. This is why being on the right podcast with the right people discussing the right things is vital, because you could be the answer to the question that someone is asking ChatGPT that your business is the answer to, or what they may be looking for. Because believe it or not, ChatGPT is getting many of its questions from PR. So if you're doing PR in the right places, in the right ways, and frankly appearing on the right top-rated podcasts, because now it's looking at transcripts, it's looking at titles, it's looking at who you're talking to and when you're talking to them. These are things that you could start to become the answer to someone's question and change the game for yourself, right? These are not just another marketing tactic. This is actually changing the game because you become the answer. This is why it's vital to be continually doing PR, and the right response and when to do it is yesterday, because if you want to be the answer, well, you have to give ChatGPT the answers it needs to those questions by continually doing PR, so when it looks for the answer to a question on the internet, you are the answer to that solution. If you want to get booked on the right podcast and start being the answer to ChatGPT questions and what your prospects are looking for, head over to commandyourbrand.com/book a call or grab my best-selling book, Command Your Brand, Grow Your Income, Impact, and Influence in a Top Media Landscape. I look forward to seeing you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you crush it on the right podcasts and start giving ChatGPT your answers by giving it the right PR.